Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Balatro, where I accidentally did a thing. So I just sat down to play a little bit. I was just feeling it, the game calls to you to a certain extent. And I was like, well, let's try out the new stake level, because I'm not going to win on the first attempt, but we can at least see how much harder the scaling is, right? And you can see, like, it's pretty significant. 360,000 at the end of Ante 8 that's real. But as you can also see, like, we're here and it's kind of happening, kind of. So we're at 3 hands and 1 discard. And we have a significantly constrained hand size, as you're going to see in a second, because we have 13 jokers, and it's just like, I built up the double tags and I was able to hit one of those negative jokers, or one of those tags that makes the next joker negative, at a time when, like, I had enough money. It completely killed my economy, but I had enough money to just buy a bunch of negative jokers in a row, and sure enough, that's what we did. So what we're actually looking at here, joker-wise, just to welcome you into the run here right before we finish it, one way or the other, we got a hack that is doing basically nothing for us except being a negative joker, which you'll see is valuable in and of itself. We got a zany joker, because you can't get away from zany joker. It's everywhere, on every run, all of the time. Got a Midas mask. It's made us a little bit of money, I think. Devious joker, pretty sure I've never triggered it since I picked it up for reasons that you'll see soon. But again, it's a negative joker. Stuntman is definitely showing up. Stuntman is doing work. 8 Ball has created us a couple of planets, although as you will see, I am mostly selling them. It's a little awkward. It keeps creating high value hand planets, and they're kind of not relevant to the run. We have a clever joker here. I've never triggered it, but again, negative jokers. And then some spare trousers. I have managed to build these up a little bit. They're providing some malt. That's cool. We have a Perkio, who at the moment is just like allowing us to copy hierophants and the malt thing onto our cards. So you see we have quite a lot of cards that are improved in some way. We have a misprint. That's just because I haven't, it's doing something. We have an abstract joker, which gets fairly solid at this number of jokers. We have a polychrome swashbuckler who is running 51 malt because of all the negative jokers that we have, which I think is very funny. And then of course a throwback that's at like a reasonable level of malt, because you skip a couple of blinds on these runs. Can I actually make 360,000 happen? I'm not sure. We definitely beat the 180, and then I skipped this because it gave a double tag to skip it, and I thought it was funny. Mostly, like, it just, at this point, it doesn't matter, right? One more shop was probably not going to change anything, especially with us not having any money. So let's just see if we can get there. We have 1 card forced selected, which is a little annoying. And because of Stuntman, our hand size is all fucked up. But as you're about to see, it's often okay. So what am I looking at here, like, in terms of what might be able to produce extras? We have a couple of extra 8s. I think what we're gonna do is hierophant these 2 cards, and then we're just gonna play a really sort of whack high card here because we don't have an option really. We'll hold on to. We gotta hold on to something. It may as well be the queen. So you can only get to play 5 cards. So this is crummy high card. What do we get for crummy high card? 99k. That's not terrible. Okay, this time we get 3 of a kind. And I think we burn, like, this is what we do. So we are going to trigger something here, right? Yeah, Zany Joker's going to fire. On top of, obviously, this just being a much better initial set. Let's go ahead and spend my other Hierophant, because this is the last time anything will matter on this run. This is the last blind. If we don't get it here, it's all over anyway. Okay, 268,000. We have discards. We also have, the last hand here. So do I want to throw a discard? Like, I don't really love... Let's see here. There's one ace left. Probably discarding the ace is not right. Probably discarding the jack is not right. What I really want is to see more eights, right? It is in theory... If we're going to get something cool, it's going to be off of multiple eights. But, like, we already have a pair here, and I'm wondering if I should just stick with it. We might end up on high card instead if I don't take it now. And maybe that's too dangerous. Because what are the odds that I'm going to end up at better than a pair? It's not really that high, right? I think I'm just going to take the pair. So it doesn't matter what we have selected beyond that. Yeah, it's just like play the pair and hope. Stuff turns to gold because, yeah. And there you go. That's... It turns out all you have to do is get 13 jokers, even if most of them are fucking garbage. I kind of can't believe... You know, hold on. We're going to push this into endless mode. It's not going to go very much further, but I just kind of want to see where we end up. Sure, I'll buy a voucher and then buy a hermit. And then pass, because, yeah, we're not going to see anything interesting here. Straight flush. You know, like an orbital tag is amazing, except for, like, straight flush. It would be so good if we could find, like a pair or a high card or something. We'd get so many levels. We will never use this, so let's go ahead and just play. You know, I don't hate the fours. I'm going to use our discard here, looking for like 2 pair or something. We're not going to find it, because of course not. Play these. I guess I could have held the 8. All right, yeah. I was thinking so much in terms of just like shuffle through the maximum number of cards to see new stuff. I didn't really think about the fact that 8 is the one thing that we probably do want to hold. So yeah, jacks and queens. Let's go ahead and send the 10 and the 8, the 10 and the 5 out with it. Yes, our 8-ball triggered. Cool. We're not really landing flushes. I might actually just sell that. Although, you know what? I think we're dead anyway. We did turn a lot of cards gold. There's quite a lot of gold cards in that deck. Okay, well. I was really not expecting that to occur. So. Nope, not this. That means we have unlocked orange. Booster packs cost $1 more per ante on top of everything else. That is pretty mean. However, $1 more per ante is a lot. I'm like thinking back, like that wouldn't have affected this last run almost at all. The Anaglyph deck can kind of cheat through this a little bit, I think, because a fair amount of the time, the way you open booster packs is dropping some double tags on a pack opening tag. Honestly, this might not be that bad. I don't want to like overspeak. But obviously that was a really goofy strategy for getting through things in the first place. That strategy would have worked just fine again here. So economy tag, I think we can take. We're trying to save cards from being played against Pillar anyway. But at this point, we should go look at the shop. So I suppose, like, this is really ugly. I suppose we do like this, hunting for the straight and the flush at the same time. All right, a 9 or an ace would be lovely. And then we're just gonna need one more decent hand to make it through. A flush absolutely counts. I can tell you, I'm not wild about Crazy Joker, but I think I will buy and use a judgment. Not spectacular. I think it was worth hoping, but yeah, this is not spectacular. Do we want to buy the grabber? Probably not. I probably need to save money for the boss blind. So we do really need to find a functional joker, a joker that's actually adding to our strength here. Okay, got the 7. That was pretty lucky. That was a start, but it put us on kind of an awkward position. We could discard the 2 and everything above the 6 and try to find our, like, hope for the 4. And if we don't get the 4, hope that we, like, build out in one direction or the other significantly. Didn't happen. So there's a fair number of hearts left in the deck. Also a club. Yeah, clubs are fairly high. Like, I do not know what to do with this. This is such a bad hand. I think the thing that makes sense, I think the thing that's going to make sense in the end is basically just this. I am looking for the straight, and we did find it. It's not a very high straight though, so we're still gonna have 120. We are not making up 120 chips on this. That's just not happening. First played face card gives ×2 mult when scored, so we could high card at ×2. That's fun. But sadly, we cannot high card. We cannot face card into anything else. So I think we're just doomed. Bummer, but you know, sometimes we have some false starts. It happens. Probably not going to be able to take advantage of that. The speed tag, maybe. We'll see. I don't think we're probably not going to take it. All right, this is a very solid flush. I think this will clear us in one. Yeah, nice. A little bit of extra money. Don't love Droll Joker. So I do think we want to play this out more because we want to see the shop than anything else. Well, this sucks. Again, like sort of pursuing a straight and sort of pursuing a flush at the same time. Gotta love that 3 pair. Okay, we did get there on the flush at least, although it's not gonna be the most spectacular one. And now we got no discards left, so we really gotta find our way out of here in a hurry. Well, we did get another flush, actually. And it's a higher flush. Nope, it was actually about as high of a flush, I think. Okay, Fortune Teller is very good. It's a little bit of a slow build, but it's absolutely a card you can hold on to eternal-wise. Let's also pop a Buffoon pack. I mean, I think we gotta take Raised Fist. As much as I like Hiker, and especially as much as I like Hiker early, well, I'm gonna take it. It's very good. Yeah. We just need to get we just need to take some, what do you call them? Some tarot cards. Nice and early so we can get this online. Do I want to try to play like in this straight region maybe? Okay. That sort of accidentally worked out really well. So we're on ace 2 3 5. I think that the two pairs are pretty bad play. There are still 4 5s left in the deck. I hate having to try to draw 2 cards to the flush. Yeah, I don't know. If you're not interested in playing jacks, this is a pretty soft hand. Or the 2 pair. I'm gonna do this and hope that it gives us a full house to ride out on. That seems pretty okay. All right, and then just about anything should get us out of here. Hiker adding value to a lot of face cards already. Diamonds are up. I was really hoping to see some like arcane packs. Greedy Joker could be a thing to keep us alive. So we could gain a bunch of money real quick here, but I think we'll go in. Still kind of looking. So this is diamonds. Still kind of looking for the. What do you call it? The good solid plus mult Joker in the shop, you know, that kind of thing. Let me see if we can get the heart flush to start with. We can't. And we have 4 hands to make up 1,200, so it's looking pretty rough, if I'm honest. I guess we can take 2 pair at this point, and like we at least trigger the plus mult a couple of times. That's something. Not necessarily opposed to doing it again. Although this time, obviously, it's going to be less good with only 1. Oh, no, we're sorry. We're getting that on diamonds, not hearts. Okay, and then 2 pair again. It did, in fact, get us there. And 2 entire dollars. I'm going to open up the Arcana pack here. All right, in part hoping for one of the money-making cards, but since that's not happening, we could death something up to one of these buffed cards. I think that probably makes more sense than playing Star or High Priestess. It's kind of a weird use for death, but like, you know, this 9 is a 13. None of the stuff above it is buffed. And that gets us a permanent mult. Again, really hoping for one of the money makers, but could have gone worse. Could have gone worse. Let's try to look for that diamond flush, because we know if we got it, yeah. We know if we get it, Greedy Joker is going to take us to some to a very nice place. That sad little ×1 at the end. I mean, I don't love that Joker, if I'm honest. Alright, the Fool at least gets us 2 shots on Fortune Teller. Now we just gotta make 4,800. No big deal. So we do have a pretty good straight shot here. I think I'm going to hold the 8 just for, you know, death diamond purposes. Okay, we did find our 6. Not a single diamond in the bunch, but it's still, you know. Okay, I was really hoping to end up on a larger number of diamonds by now. Okay, well, I think what we're doing probably is a 4 of a kind. And wishing we had more diamonds in there. Yeah, this is not sufficient. We are doomed. So I think what I do here is I don't want to play 3 of a kind. This is not going to be enough, though. It's not that far off. Let's give it one more go. I feel like we were close to getting our feet under us there. Yeah, I'll do a. I probably shouldn't skip this. As much as I love the initial financial boost of being able to use it, it also means we're skipping a shop where we could see relevant jokers. It's probably a bad idea. But I don't like it. Alright, if we don't see the 4, hopefully we at least see something to go on, and we kind of did, I guess. I don't really know what else to do here. Okay, there we go. We'll go hunting for the pretty improbable full house and just find it. You just get it. Have you considered just drawing the cards you need to win the game? Alright, obviously a queen here would be pretty solid, but also 8s and stuff, you know, just walking down from the jack would be fine. Didn't quite get there. We are not going to have a lot of money. Eternal Odd Tot, I think, is that's a tough sell. Alright, no clubs. I think we probably ought to start then. Actually, never mind. We have all 5 of the spade. I was going to say start by hunting for the flush, but we don't have to. It turns out it's right there. That's where it was. Yeah, we'll just discard all this and see what we get face card wise. I mean, that's not bad. What if strategy is very overrated and the thing to do is just get lucky? When a round begins, add a random play card with a random seal to your hand. Oh boy, the thing about that, like, maybe that's really good? I honestly have no idea. Because, like, obviously seals can be very powerful, but if you're adding garbage to your deck all the time, I certainly don't think I can take it with it being eternal. Let's pop this spectral pack, see what we get. Okay, gives you a rare joker, but breaks your bank. I was considering buying the misprint prior to coming in here, but I was just like, misprint's not the kind of joker I want to be carrying with me in the long game, you know? So, we can mess with our hand a little bit, or I guess I'm doing this. Let's tell us real quick whether the run is happening or not. And it's not. That's a terrible joker. You know what? Fuck this. That's an omen as far as I'm concerned. We'll come back. For now, let's go play a challenge mode or something. Alright, what's the deal with this? Okay, so we got Ride the Bus, we got Shortcuts, and the deck is weird on this one, right? Most things are pretty basic, but we have no aces, 2s, or 3s, and we have doubled up face cards. So there's kind of going to be 2 ways to play this, right? There's the way where you earnestly stick to riding the bus, and there's the way where you build around the fact that you have all of these additional face cards and try to get yourself into like 4 or 5 of a kind territory really quickly. Obviously, that doesn't play super well with the shortcut, but also, who cares to some extent? We can grab that later. So there are no aces. We don't. This is not a high-low straight. This is we are looking for an 8 specifically. And we're really not finding it, but what about... What about a heart? What do you think? Jeez. Full house? What if I just played a 5 of a kind in round 2? How about that? As far as strategy goes. That is tied for our most played hand type. Yeah, show me a buffoon pack, I guess. Something interesting. I mean, the duo's interesting. Sure. We're gonna be doing this all of the time. You know what? Give me this voucher as well. Now you have to remember, things aren't scaled quite as brutally in this challenge as they are in a lot of the challenges we've been facing. I think I am just gonna disregard ride the bus, honestly. I get that we don't have a lot of spaces for jokers if I'm doing that, but it's so easy to play with all the face cards. Do I want to force a polychrome? No, I want the money. We're gonna need money. Yep, that seems good enough to me. Guess let's just go on one more. I don't think we're gonna take the double tag. And do I want to do this? Do I want to go searching for another queen? Because right now, this is just multiplying us to 8 times. I don't know. I guess it's fine. We really do need a little bit more words. Jeez, you tell it's kind of like the end of a long day. I was doing that that one little last Balatro to just sort of like unwind. We need more malt. We need more just like flat malt. I need like even a mediocre joker would be fine, but we do need something. Okay, there's 1 8 and 5 kings. We probably can complete the straight here. Yeah, not that we need all this fanfare. But yeah, if we don't start finding some sources of raw malt pretty soon, like this will be fine as just a way to keep running for the moment. And spectral packs. I think I'm going to go ahead and open these, even though it's going to hurt. Random rare joker and blow up all your money again. I kind of don't want to do that. Create a copy of a random joker, destroying all others. That doesn't seem very good for us, I don't think. Which is kind of interesting. There's a lot of face cards in this hand. So if we Ouija to a non-face value, it does, I guess, allow us to start riding the bus. I mean, okay, maybe we're just playing for 6s, you know? Took us a minute to get there, but perhaps it's just 6s time. All right, stuff to discard, things that aren't 6s. The game has convinced me. All right. I guess these will be our initial discard. All right. 3 of 6s straight up. Unfortunately, we don't know what we're looking at in terms of our ability to produce a full house. So we really want a 4 of a kind if we can make that happen. It looks like probably not. I don't think so. Things are not being super cooperative. Yeah, 4 will do, right? We'll play this too. It could be a 6. It wasn't. All right. Good enough for now. Things are turning around. I don't know that we want Stuntman. Let me crack this. Sacrificial Dagger will not be able to eat these. Ice Cream is just kind of not very good in my opinion. I think we're probably just skipping. Yeah, and I don't really want to buy 300 chips right now. Especially given what we're trying to do, like hand size is important. Do I want an investment tag? I think I just want to keep seeing shops for the moment. I'm not saying there's no time for that, but I don't think we're at that time right now, at least. Let's keep the pair of 7s. Okay, geez. Or do we want to try to go for the 4/5? You know what? Let's be greedy. Extremely do not get there. But we still actually have several hands. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I reset my bus with that. Well. Alright. I forgot that like high carding a random face card was gonna break the bus. That's a real bummer. At least it wasn't very charged up when it happened, but it's still a real bummer. Even Steven is pretty okay, given that like the thing we're looking at is a lot of 6s, but I don't think I'm gonna buy it. Do we want to run the Arcana pack? Yeah, I guess. Enough of these cards do interesting things. Unfortunately, we didn't really get any winners this time. We can enhance just like a random face card into a steel card because we don't want to score you. But yeah, I was really hoping for either like money making or Hanged Man or something like that. I probably am okay just playing the straight, even though it doesn't trigger the duo. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's an error. Wow, we did not. This is crazy. We did not get quite what I was looking for here. Let's, all right, do that. Wheel of Fortune. Here's 3 6s. I'm just going to use it. Are we lucky? We're not lucky. Not a great omen. Traditionally, it is understood that it is better to be lucky. Okay, I mean, it's kind of something. We're going to need to replace the popcorn pretty much immediately here. And I don't think this is quite what I mean. So rather than buying these packs, do I want to re-roll into, like try to re-roll into some more serious jokers? I think so. We got to find something that does something. All right, well, I'll take that certainly. Another reroll is completely destroying our economy, probably for nothing. Alright, I guess let's start by discarding all the jacks. Wow, okay. Game is not cooperating even the tiniest little bit. play something a little bit less impressive early on here just so that we can make this happen and then burn all of them. So this resets if we play... I guess it doesn't reset if I do like this, right? It has to be... Yeah, the face card has to be scored. Hell yeah, Duo. You show him who's boss. Then, of course, we have a bunch of empty cards because we don't know anything. Well, here's hoping that it's... Yeah, okay. Something real is what I was going to say. Ugh, it looks like we're actually, like, really taking a beating here. Well, another pair just barely limps us through. And shows us nothing of value. Really, really rough. I mean, obviously part of what happened last time was the specifics of the boss fight, so... Do I want a Mega Buffoon pack? Like, I really like the idea of there actually being jokers for me to take. Does this... Okay, it's going to stick around through here. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that if you let the thing level all the way down, it vanishes on you. You don't even get to sell the empty thing of popcorn. So I'm trying to avoid that. We can just sell it at the end of the round, right? So let's burn all of you. I guess we'll keep the 5s in case of like a full house situation. Okay, we do not get a full house situation. What we do get is kind of crummy 2-pair. And then, yeah, the game really, really, really wants me to fall off the bus. So there are still 6 6s left. With these cards, we have no way not to score the face cards. Damn. All right, well, we can survive it. But it does involve resetting the bus again. And the popcorn's eaten. I forgot to do it before submitting the hand. It was $2. It's not that big of a deal. But Shoot the Moon's pretty funny. Yeah, we can definitely hold queens in hand. I don't know though. I think this might be hurtling rapidly toward disaster here. All right, show me like a whole lot of 6s, please. That's a pretty good number. As far as numbers go. Yeah, I guess I'll just run that. That's okay. And we'll probably run the 10 out of here as well. Yeah, with our mult all fucked up, I think we're gonna be hard pressed to recover here. I guess I'll just I'll play the pair of 8s and burn the 10 at the same time. What is going on with the number of face cards we're drawing? Like, I know they're plentiful, but they're still not even half the deck. I don't think there's a way out of this one at this point. All right, pay these, get 13 mold for each queen plus the bonus here. Like, it's something. It's the best we could do in the situation we're in. It is not nearly sufficient. All right, I gotta be honest with you. Thanks, Jimbo. I gotta be honest with you. I'm feeling a little run down here. I'm feeling a little bit run the hell over. So I think I might just tap out early. Listen, we did a thing. We did a good thing. It turns out to have another really bad thing directly behind it, but we kind of, like, whatever it was, it had to feel like an escalation again, right? And this does that, for sure. Although it's not, you know, obviously the rising price of booster packs is not the problem with any of the runs that we had today. When you come back next time, we'll probably be trying the stake again, and we might transition into challenge mode again if I can't find my footing, because I sure would love to get that last deck unlocked. So come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.